a.k.a. Baby AI, still has the speed to force defenders off of him. He's improved in the mid-range game also, but he can punish teams, especially if they disrespect him and give him space.
Well, the best thing that he can do is create for himself. That is a talent, to be able to get that many shots off at that clip, because consistently he can get off 4 or 5 shots in 5 possessions. That's impressive.
Is he going to be an all-star one of these days?
When his team wins and he has these numbers, he will be an all-star.
With the game about to start, we head to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Last game for the Pacers, a loss to Portland. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought. At the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Pacers, Hill is out there with Ellis. Then there's Hill. Then there's Allen. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. Hayward, count that one.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Over in the corner, Allen. On the wing, Hill. He's guarded by Ridnow. From deep, George. And Hill pulls it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the score by Indiana. And George kicks to Hayward. Kicks it out to Ridnour from the arc. And he gets it to go. Ridnour's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Clark Wiles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
Here's the monster, Paul George, making his last shot. Passes it to Lyles. Here's the monster. He's guarded by Ellis. They get it back. Hayward passes to the monster. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. The monster's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Hill kicks to Ellis. Shoots it up. Kept alive by Indiana. The drive by Hill, and it's good from the elbow.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Here's the monster, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Down low, here's Hill, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
There's a screen. Ridnour, a screen on George. Hayward passes to Lyles. Ridnour from outside. They get it back. Pass to the monster. It's stolen by Hill. Here's George. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. For Utah, they've gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Pass to Wiles. Plenty of space. Utah gets it back. Hayward passes to the Monster. Second shot opportunity. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Hill dishes to Hill. Pick up by Hill. Hill kicks to Ellis. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs, and perhaps last year Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Magic.
For Monte not being an all-star, there are a lot of guys that could have made an argument to be there. Monte's was as strong as any.
Yeah, and his own coach said that Monte deserved it more than Dirk, his teammate. And not a shot at Dirk by Carlisle, just Rick expressing how valuable Monte was to the Magic.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Good on the shot.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Hill passes to George. Dishes it to Allen. He feeds it to Hill. Goes up to the stripe. Cannot hit. And Utah the other way now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
You know, they played well enough to win. But to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Again, missing Hill. As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year. Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's the Monster. The Pacers making the shot. Hayward on the wing. Get the shot. And it falls over the rim and in. Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Now here's Allen. 9 points last game out.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole it with the 40th pick in 2005.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Portis is checked in for George. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career. Points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. It never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance. For the Monster, he already has 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Pacers trail by 7. Outside Hill. Stolen away. The monster passes to Ingles. Good.
Already they piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
Outside Hill. Outside Hill. In the corner, Stuckey with it. Hill slams it back in.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
Here's Lyles after Jordan Hill's bucket. For 3, Hayward kept alive. The pass to the monster. Oh, he misses the dunk. Pacers trail by 7. Right side George. From past the arc. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The monster passes to Portis. Nice ball movement by Utah. Fader on the way. Hill pulls it in. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks it to George. It's back to Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Shot is off. Hayward with some nice D.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the play.
Pass to the monster. Pass to Lyles. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And Utah leads by 6. And so here is Indiana. George dishes to Hill. Feeds it to Turner. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Hill. And now Utah, fast break. And so he owns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Good checked in for Utah. The Pacers also with the sub. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for George. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here is Hill. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
Nice job coming off that screen. Hill's got his second basket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Ingles. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Lyles. No good off the front iron.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And the basket by Hill.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Lock at 6. The dish now to Hood. Shot off the screen. Good. He hits the jump shot. Hood's got his first 2 points.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Pick up by Hill. Hill kicks to Hill. Looks a big height bounce and goes in. Hill's got 8 points.
Perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Here's Ingles. The pass to the monster. Here's Wiles. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's his first trip to the line.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
You know, he's been one of those players, they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Luke Ridenour's checked in for the Monster. And a change for the Pacers. Miles is checked in, and so he makes both from the line. Pacers trail by 4. On the wing, Stuckey. And it's caught. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Hill. Rebound, Utah. They went to Indiana for the last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. Shooting like that from outside really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Now Stuckey. From deep three-point range, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Utah leads by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and you know, still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for, and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they come out with.
And so in the game for the Pistons, we've got Solomon Hill. Ellis is out there with C.J. Miles. Then it's Turner. And it's Allen in at the 4-man position. Now here is Hill. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ellis goes in. Hill has the open look. It's hauled in by George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ridenour with it. Looking for George. He gets it there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
George. 2 shots.
And the first one comes. Raymond Felton, who's checked in for Luke Ridden. And the Pacers also making a change. George is checked in. And George drops them both. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here is Miles. Allen passes to George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 8 points.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Felton against Ellis. Felton kicks to Hayward. They set the screen. Excellent D there from George.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Ellis against Felton. Hood dishes to Hayward. Outside, George. On the line. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Miles the pass to Turner. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Portis. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shoots off the screen. Outside for Felton. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's a good screen. Here's Hood. Another miss by Utah.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
George against Hood. And George kicks to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Turner up top. The feed to Myers. For the three-point line, it's Ellis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Felton dishes to Hayward. And here's George for 3. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. The 4th spot held by Gordon Hayward. And, of course, Paul George.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Now Hayward. Paul George missing from long range. No one near Felton as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game. And for Raymond Felton last year was nothing short of a disaster. Missed the first 31 games with an ankle injury sustained in preseason. And he played for a poor team. And things, you know, Greg, being the lead of the ball handler like you were, they just never got much better for Felton as the season went on.
Yeah, the problem when you have that issue early on, the season isn't going to wait for it. Right. You know, you're basically in catch-up mode, and so because of that, he never got into any kind of a rhythm when he was available to play. And that's not surprising, given that he averaged less than 10 minutes a game for the season after averaging 33 a game for his entire career.
The Monsters checked in for Utah. George Hill's checked in for Indiana. Soft touch off the glass. Hill's got 9 points. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
And, you know, getting back to Raymond Felton, it looked at one point like he would become the league's next great playmaker. Drafted 5th overall in 2005, immediately after Darren Williams and Chris Paul. Felton never quite reached the stratosphere of his fellow draft picks.
Here's the monster. 14 points for him. And Allen with the block. By himself and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
Well, how about Paul George in this? He has 11 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this. And one last thought about Raymond Felton. I really feel like he's at that classic crossroads in one's career. If his conditioning is there, if he's healthy, he still has the skills and the moxie to make a difference. It just comes down to him wanting to make that effort, which gets harder after a decade of wear and tear on your body.
Shot's good. And Utah leads by 4.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
To the inside. Here's Turner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Pass to Portis. There's a screen. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hill against Felton. Here's George. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. George has got 4 this quarter.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Turner with a screen for Ellis. Can't get it to go. So Utah will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's Paul George with the punt. Here's the monster. He's got 14. Hayward, left side.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Hill against Hayward. Hill passes to George. They get the rebound. And Turner kicks to Ellis. Hill against Hayward. To the middle. He shoot again. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Allen.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Different look for Utah. Lyles checked in for Portis, and it's Joe Ingles in for Gordon Hayward. Then for the Pacers, Hill comes in for Turner. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. Here's Lyles. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando. Here's the monster. Another miss by Utah.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And now Utah, fast break. Outside, Felton. Another miss by Utah. The Pacers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Stuckey dishes to George. George missing again. Utah leading. Here's the monster. He's got 14. Outside, Felton passes it to the monster. Tries it from 19. And all in that time before dropping in. The monster's got 16.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Pick up by Hill. And George kicks to Hill. Dishes it to Allen. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Allen's got 4 points in the quarter. Utah's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Lyles. Here's the monster, defended by Allen. No one near him. The Pacers pull it in.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Pacers trail by 5. Hill passes to Stuckey. He dishes it to Allen. Hill kicks to Hill. Count the bucket. Hill's got 10.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Here's the Monster after Jordan Hill's bucket. The Monster. Pacers with the rebound. George has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And Utah making a change here. Ridnour is checked in. And Indiana with a change here too. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Paul George. The Monster passes to Ridnour. Here's the Monster. Good. The assist goes to Ridnour. 21 points for the Monster.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Hill dishes to Hill. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
That's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Now, here's Ridnour. Ingles passes to Lyles. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Ridnour. Looking for George. He gets it there.
And a moment here to see the numbers for George. Putting up about 10 points a night, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
He's off on the first.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Utah. He doesn't get the second one. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for in his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Following the miss by Rodney Stuckey. George with the bucket. George has got 6.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Allen with the screen for Hill. Kicks to Stuckey. And Hill has it in the corner. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George Hill. They set the pick. It's Hill on the wing. Indiana moving the ball around. Pick up by Hill. Feeds it to Hill. It's Allen on the wing. He kicks it to Miles. Shot clock at 6. Stuckey into the lane. Shoots from 14. Stuckey with another miss.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Ingles passes to Lyles. Outside, George. The dish to Hood. For the 3. And that one's good. That was a 6-point Utah lead.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Stuckey can't get it to go.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game and he still hasn't registered a single point.
And there's the pass to Hood. There's the feed to George. It's stolen by Hill. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And here is Ridnour. Right wing. Jacks up a three. And the first half is now in the books. Utah out in front, up 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And it's been a back and forth game so far, with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
They got Thunder. Miles out there with Hayward. Then there's Luke Ridnour, and it's the Monster in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. For Utah, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And, guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Free throws good, Lyle. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pacers trail by 8. Hill kicks to Ellis. Pass to Hill. There's the screen. To the inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. For Indiana, they have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7. That free throw, no good. Second free throw, good. Utah leading by 7. Here's the Monster. They set the pick. Hayward outside. Now here's Ridnour. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. All going up court. And it's Hill. That's on the assist from Monte Ellis. 14 points for Hill.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's the monster. The shot no good. Now George, 11 points in the game. Ellis outside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his bag. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
First free throw is good. And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, helps with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and starting in the league. Nice way to do it.
And Ellis drops them both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Ridnour with it. Passes it to the monster. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
For Utah, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. And Utah making a change here. Portis has checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Turner's checked in. Free throws good. Lyle. Pacers trail by 8. Outside Hill. Here's George. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Good on both. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And here is Ridnour. They set the screen. Pass to Portis. Lock at 6. Here's the monster with the shot. Fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on George.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
For Utah, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Outside Hill. This is to George. Inside. Got a piece of it.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backcourt has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving out.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
We've seen the monster really having a great game.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty.
A player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Ridenour with the steal. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of gone. The monster passes to Lyles. There's a screen. The pass to Portis. 5 to shoot. Here's the monster. It's hauled in by Paul George. Pacers trail by 10. He dishes it to Turner. Here's Ellis. He's got 6. Indiana needs to get a shot on it. And here's Hill for 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
You can see right now the defense running out of ideas. They cannot seem to slow him down.
This is a scoring clinic 101 style. I mean, he has really got it going right now.
Here's Lyles. He's got 9. Hayward outside. That's good on the jump shot. Hayward's got 8 points. Here's Hill. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now, here's Ridenour. On its way from Hayward for 2. Again, the miss by Hayward. George against Hayward. Fires the 3. George, no good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right there. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here is Ridenour. Pass to Lyles. Utah needs to get off the shot here. And Turner with the block. Hayward against Hill. It's George on the wing. Indiana again missing.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And the Pacers call time here. We've seen the monster really having a great game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
Solomon Hill is checked in for Indiana. Now, here is George. 13 points in the game. Pick up by Hill. And George, here we go. Lets the 3 fly. Shot is no good. And Utah the other way now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now Ridenour. Paul George missing from long range. 6 to shoot. Passes to the monster. And it's sent back by Hill. George against Ridenour. Hill dishes to George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Ridenour's shot is off.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back to 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Hill has the open look. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Hill's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Here's the monster. He has 30. Pass to Lyles. The shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot coming in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Utah with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. They set the pick. On the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. 32 points for the monster.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Ellis with it. Now defended by Hayward. Ellis kicks to George. Rebound, Utah. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Kicks to George. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 9th assist in the game now.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half. You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Utah calls timeout. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. Pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
Rodney Hood's checked in for the monster. They set the screen. Here's Portis. He's guarded by Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Indiana. And a fast break now. The Pacers. Hill leading the charge. Can't hit from in close. Utah leading by 9. Now Ridenour. Hayward passes to Ridenour. Back to Hayward. Another miss by Utah. Pacers trail by 9. And Miles kicks to Hill. Lays it up and banks it in. Hill's got his first basket.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Stuckey against Ridenour. And the pass to Lyles. They set the pick. He feeds it to Hood. There's the 3. And he gets it to go. Hood's got 11 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Stuckey. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Ridenour against Stuckey. And stolen by Stuckey. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second bucket tonight.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now, here's Ridnour after Jordan Hill's miss. 51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Ridnour dishes to Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Luke Ridnour. And you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft, but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
Utah leading by 11. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Wiles. There's a good screen. Three-pointer. Hayward. Offensive rebound. And there's the call on Felton. That's foul number 2 for him. .12 seconds left to play here in the third. Stuckey into the lane. Stuckey with another miss. It could go. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Utah leads by 11. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Ingles. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Ellis. Hill is out there with Allen. Then it's Paul George. And it's Hill in at the guard position. Here's Ingles. Pocket 6. Back to Hayward. Off the pick. No good. Great defense that time from Ellis. Pacers trail by 11. Hill kicks to George. It's Hill on the wing. Feeds it to Allen. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
A foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
The Monsters checked in for Utah. And it's good.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
There's the dish to Ellis. Misses the 3.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Here's Portis. Here's the Monster. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now here is Hill. He's guarded closely. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Utah.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
And so he hits the technical free throw. just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Ingles. He's guarded by Hill. Hood kicks to Ingles. Pass to Portis. Here's the monster. Shot clock at 6. Excellent D there from Allen. Pacers trail by 12. George passes to Hill. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Here's the monster. Pass to Portis. Here's the monster. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Bill Ridnour is checked in for Utah. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Hill dishes to Allen. On the wing, George. Back to Allen. The 11-footer. Here's Hill. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And what a tremendous game for Hill. 18 points and a couple of nice steals, too. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
And he can't get the first one. And Utah making a change here. Isles checked in. And he sinks the second. Utah leading by 11. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Good.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Pacers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And a wide open look here for Ellis. A three-pointer, no good. For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's the monster. He kicks to Ridnour. No good on the 3. Pacers trail by 13. Outside Hill. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. They set the pick. Hill a screen on Ridnour. Here's Ellis on the clock. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. On the inbound. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That's good from George. And George drops them both.
Well, the game's getting bigger, going international. But at least in the U.S., it really seems the game is going indoors. Back in the day, the legends of the game still played on the blacktop. That's becoming a thing of the past.
Pacers trail by 13. Hill kicks to Hill. Rebound, Utah. Ingles has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And speaking, Clark, of playground basketball, why do you think that is that the players are going indoors?
Well, I think one reason is playing on hardwood is nicer. It's easier on your joints and it's safer overall. The game has changed and it's big business now, but there are still plenty of weekend warriors who get their hoop on outside.
So it's the Pacers now, following the three-pointer by Utah. 5 on the clock, and Hill has it in the corner. Allen outside, and here's Ellis for 3. It's hauled in by George.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Had the space there, but it's offline.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's the monster. The feed to Ridnour. And there's the pass to Wiles. Pass to the monster. Hill gets the rebound. Hill's got his 6th rebound on the night. And George kicks to Hill. Dishes it to Allen. He feeds it to George. Cannot hit. So Utah will take it the other way. Here's the monster. Shoots from the baseline. That one's good. The Monsters got 43 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Down low. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Joe Ingles. Here's Ellis. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Utah. Took him no time at all on that one. 22 points here for George. Utah leading by 14. Kicks it to George. A baseline J. No good off the back of the rim. Indiana's gone ice cold from three-point land. 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Allen with the screen for Hill. Ripped away. And here's the fast break. Here's the monster. Boom, he chugs it straight down.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well,
that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man. Oh, man, was that
fun. No doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Hill. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Hill playing well. He's got 14 points, and a huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. Hill against Ridnour. Pass to Wiles. Here's the monster. Releases. It's rebounded by Indiana. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Hill with it. And it's Hill penetrating. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 21 points for Hill.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's the monster. From deep. George passes to Wiles. And George with the stuff.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Wiles. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 8th rebound here tonight. 20 feet out, and he knocks down the jumper. George has got 8 points in the quarter. Utah calls timeout. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this league isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And with that, the Utah lead is up to just 7 points in the basket from Hill.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Here's the screen. Pass to the Monster. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, George. Excellent D there from Hill. Pacers trail by 7. Hill kicks to George. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
The Monster passes to Lyles. Hayward against George. Here's the Monster. And it is pushed down with a nice jam.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
We've seen the Monster really having a great game.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
.133 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Hayward outside, front past the arc, and he gets it to go. And now a 10-point Utah lead.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 10. 1:14 left in the 4th quarter. .114 left in the 4th quarter. George with no one around. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And that's 31 points here for George.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
The Monster passes to Lyles. Shot from 12. The 17-footer. They get it back. There's the pass to the Monster. There's a good screen. There's 42 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. And right on target. Good. The Monsters got 51. Here's Indiana. 9-point game. George double teamed. Stuckey drives inside. Tries again. No good on the layup.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Here's the Monster. And so it's Utah with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and an extra little bit of confidence.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.